Hi everybody, this is Savannah Hill, and this is my biggest challenge video for MIT 885. First, I just want to say a big congratulations to everybody on here. We made it, we did it, we got through it all. At times for myself, I thought that it wasn't going to be possible to make it, but we did. And also, thank you to everybody in this course for some great feedback and for working with me on my peer reviews. I really learned a lot working with all of you. So, for my biggest challenge at the beginning of this course, it had to deal with my training videos. I was really worried about being able to provide trainings that were both worthwhile and useful for my staff at my school. I was also very worried about recording myself while giving the trainings. I thought that would just make me kind of psych myself out and give a poor training because I knew I had to record myself. And then my last challenge that went with my training videos was actually the time. I was really worried about having enough time to both create and plan the trainings that I was going to give and being able to actually provide a training that was useful to teachers based on how much time I had spent on creating it. My biggest concern with time was actually partly because of how much I had going on. I chose to take my last 3 classes for my master's at the same time this semester. I am also planning my wedding for this summer, working full time, and being on our leadership team at school. I definitely felt like I didn't have enough time to plan, and I had way too many things going on that I wouldn't be able to sit down and think of worthwhile trainings. Although I was worried about all of these things, it actually wasn't so bad. I was able to get most of the things done in a timely manner, and I feel like I created useful trainings for my teachers revolving around Google Classroom, which is actually something that most teachers at my school needed since we are a Google district and Google Classroom has been a huge part of our virtual learning with being hybrid this year. So I think that my concerns and challenges around time and worthwhile trainings really were for nothing. I was able to sit down and think of something that I thought teachers would need and set aside specific time to actually create and plan them. And that way I wasn't so worried about um, running out of time. As far as recording myself, while I'm definitely not 100% comfortable in front of the camera, I do feel more confident in recording myself and being able to record my trainings to provide to other teachers who were not necessarily able to attend the Google training that I was giving. Some solutions moving forward, as far as these challenges go, would be to collaborate with the teachers and the staff at my school to see what they feel like they need help in as far as technology goes and how they can implement it into their lessons and classrooms. Another solution would be to kind of use peer reviews. With my trainings, I think that's a great way for other staff to give me feedback on not only what they need, but in the trainings, how much extra time maybe they need for practice or questions and answers. And being able to get the peer reviews would be able to help me to guide my future trainings for the other staff members. And then this last solution for these challenges, I think, would be for myself to actually reflect upon what I'm teaching and what I'm trying to train my staff on. With recording myself, I could always go back and review and look at how I was doing the trainings, and I could use that to kind of reflect on what went well, what didn't, how I would change it, what I'd want to add, and those are all things that I could fix for our future trainings. The ISTE standards that would go with these challenges, they're all for the educators. The first one is going to be educators under the leader section. And this is going to be E2B. And this would be for educators advocate for equitable access to educational technology, digital content, and learning opportunities to meet the diverse needs of all students. I think this is important to put into trainings, being able to really help other educators and other staff members understand that we can use technology to actually help meet the needs of students instead of just throwing it out there in front of them to use as a time filler. The other ISTE standards are both going to be for educators under the collaborator section, and the first one is going to be E4A, which states that educators dedicate planning time to collaborate with colleagues to create authentic learning experiences that leverage technology. I felt like this would be good both for helping my colleagues to use technology to leverage the learning experience of their students, but I could also collaborate with staff members to help boost their learning experiences with technology as well. And then the last ISTE standard that I have is going to be 4D, which states that educators demonstrate cultural competency when communicating with students, parents, and colleagues and interact with them as co-collaborators in student learning. And I just think it's really important to continue that collaboration with everybody and be able to find something that everybody needs and what they really would like to learn about, and being as co-collaborators can really make for a good learning environment. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you so much again, and best of luck to all of you in the future. Bye.